here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
James White's first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Leonard Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 45-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Second and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check the out read. Switch.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Now Brady. He's got Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quick touch.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Wait, 29. Alto.
Brady now on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 29, Brady airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, big stop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw with Brady. This is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
22-yard line.
Now back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
At the loss of a yard there to start out, that leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
To Raheem Mostert.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
Down, Buccaneers.
Play action. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and
a very nice pickup of 33 yards. Here's Mostert. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. This is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll return it from the 6. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
The 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Patriots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the...
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Brady going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the end zone. Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.